Welcome to Tuesday stream, and I'm going to count every single week. This week I'm not gonna miss Wednesday because every single time I miss Wednesday, but this Wednesday is special. So today I'm gonna brag about Wednesday and not gonna focus on Tuesday.
the cryptic stories here from Ayush. I was so like, is it Wednesday? When you started talking, I was like, oh my god, I've missed the entire day.
No, the thing is, this Wednesday is special, so I'm gonna make sure I enjoy Wednesday.
Super special.
Missed two already, but now we're leaving it. Looking good, Jono, you know? And I'm not looking good, but so we can switch to charts.
What's going on? Are you feeling all right? Are you feeling better or not?
Yeah. Good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can try
you think something's
talk
wrong?
for 20 minutes straight again if you want, so that you can just chill a bit.
Then I might feel bad again.
Oh, okay. Need to get you back in action.
Yeah. So what you're looking at?
Just starting out on gold. Yesterday we were looking at gold and talking a lot about the bullish case for gold, and the bullish case seems to be fading a little bit right now. Seems to be kind of going against
back in the range.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I expect or I want some kind of pullback anyway on gold, because we were looking at the sort of US macro fundamentals, and it is gold bullish, but do I want to be buying at these levels as a swing trader? No, I want to see price move lower, of course. So it's almost like, are we going to trade down to those support levels that we want to see? Potentially. I mean, at the moment we're trying to fight up against this 44.50 area on price. If we look at the 4-hour chart, it looks like we're creating a nice sort of we've had a kind of a bit of a breakout of these lows, and the market's coming and retesting all this area up here, kind of finding a bit of resistance. Yesterday the tape was a little bit different. We kind of consolidated through the sort of London session, broke out, US session came in, and we rallied higher. And there's not a lot of catalysts this week in terms of US dollar data. So the thing that the market is kind of trading at the moment is the sort of war headlines, and the idea that the deal isn't going to come in place, the ceasefire, I'm going to put the brackets, ceasefire being extended or coming to an end. Don't think the ceasefire can completely exist, to be honest, but that's what the market's trying to price in this week, because it's got nothing else to price in, right? So looking at today's price action, we've had almost like the opposite effect of yesterday, where we had the pump higher, consolidation, breakout, continuation. Now we've got downside, consolidation. So maybe we'll see the same thing again. Maybe we'll see like a fake out to the upside here, and then a pump lower. So that's what I'm kind of looking for going into today. If we kind of try and push the current day's value area high, or maybe even kind of like this sort of area through here. If price fails to get above that, or goes through it, closes back below it, maybe there could be a good idea to get on the short side of gold in the near term. I was looking at our good friend, the bond yields.
You're reading my mind. I think I was the same setup on gold.
I thought it would be. I saw that low pocket of volume and I thought, that's Ayush all over that is. looking at that. So yeah, I mean, 10-year yields are starting to break out.
Sorry,
which is not great.
Can you hear a DJ?
I can't hear a DJ now.
Okay. Oh, I'm okay. It's happening right now. Roman, let me know if it disturbs people. So the complaint is going to launch. Anyway, you can continue, Jonathan.
No, you carry on. Don't let the DJ distract you. You can break down.
distracted.
for me.
Guys, I'm sorry if I go aggressive and I say I'm gonna sell here. I'm gonna if it comes there. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I can hear a bit of music going on.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not distracting for me.
Up after the stream, I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, thanks, Roman.
Yeah.
Thanks. I need it. It's very much required. So yeah, this is the area I'm looking at, and if I remove the if I remove the volume profile, it is nothing but a break and retest kind of structure. You can see that price many times tapped at this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So assuming that if price comes higher above the value area high, obviously we have low volume area, and also price is in a bearish leg. Assuming if price pumps here, we can see easy squeeze down towards this swing low. I'm not going to target directly any swing low, but assuming this area can give me 1 to 2 target area. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on speaking, and when I'm done, I'm gonna transfer to Jonathan so he can he can. Oh my God, Jonathan, you can continue. I'm gonna go on mute.
No, I was enjoying the music, man. What's going on? Let it flow. No, I know it's got to be annoying. Especially when you're trying to do some analysis and some work. You know, I was really looking forward to having the conversation today about your trading journal as well. So maybe we can bring that up later if the DJing stops a little bit. But yeah, just to kind of go on what we were talking about yesterday, we were looking at 10-year yields potentially breaking out to the upside because of the situation that we've got in oil prices, which are continuing to climb at the moment. So that isn't particularly good for US weakness, right? It's a bit more favoring US dollar strength in that case, because when we were capped below this kind of $90 area, what we were looking for was the potential for price to break lower. And we said, you know, I'd be more comfortable on the long side of gold if oil broke to the downside. We haven't had that. Oil instead has now started to trade higher, break through these key levels. And this is all to do with, obviously, the situation between the US and Iran. The price isn't necessarily moving aggressive here, which tells me that maybe the market's just kind of a little bit hedged here because we have this mismatch of sort of headlines that are coming out. But ultimately, oil prices are up. Oil prices going up is driving yields higher at the moment. And I would like to see kind of like a bit of a breakdown of that 4.1%, which we've talked about for a while now, in order to really confirm that sort of strong US dollar weakness in the market. And we don't have it right now. This is also being felt across stock markets too. So if we look at the NASDAQ, this is what we were kind of looking for in terms of an opportunity. I just kind of put that there. I haven't taken this, but that was just like a placeholder. We were kind of looking at kind of strong levels yesterday, whether we would see a rebound from this area. Obviously not. The market has continued to drive lower. And again, this is because those yields are going higher. Market is trying to price in a little bit more the fact that, you know, if that escalates, it could be a problem. I still think in the grand scheme of things, in the grand bigger picture, if you look at the macro data, dollar should be weaker. We should see stocks higher. The problem we've got right now is we're starting to see a little bit of risk being priced in. VIX has jumped from 14 to 15.6. So it is very, very low in terms of what conditions we are in the market. So if we are to see a bigger move on the VIX, that's going to be a little bit more in terms of that risk premium coming in as well. So I expect maybe if we do see a continuation of the VIX, maybe above the 50 moving average, stocks might decline. That would be negative, obviously, for the likes of Bitcoin and things like that. If we look at Bitcoin's pricing today, still kind of in that range bound, you know, move, rallied. We are consolidating here. It does look pretty, if you were to look at this from a price action point of view, you would be looking at this almost like, you know, after a rally, we've got a potential breakout flag pattern maybe, where price could potentially kind of break out and move higher up towards the next area of resistance. So we're just looking at it from technical analysis alone. But if we're looking at it from sort of what the fundamental picture is saying, if we start to see yields continue to go up, that's usually positive dollars, negative risk assets. So stock market's moving down, Bitcoin moving down, all that good stuff. We take a look at the US dollar index just to have a little brief overview of what the dollar is doing right now. We can see that it's still in that range, right? We talked about this being a factor of the market right now in terms of we're at that 99.50. Could it come through, rebound and move higher? Absolutely, right? We needed to confirm with a close below that would be almost opening the door to further downside on US dollar weakness. Haven't had that yet. So I think it will happen personally, but that's just my own personal opinion. And opinions mean absolutely nothing without sort of, good causation and good kind of moves in the market. So we have to always wait for the reaction first to tell us that what we think is going to happen is happening. Now, if we get kind of like a lower high here, something like that, I'd be very much into something like that happening. But with no kind of US news catalyst apart from escalation, it can make it very difficult to try and predict where the market might go this week. So dollar at the moment's looking like it's at support, starting to see a little bit of a rebound. Can that continue going forward? Who have we got in the chat? Hello, guys. Oh, I didn't realize it was just me. Ayush has gone. He's obviously gone to go and fight the DJ. Let's see what he looks like when he comes back. Let's see if he's still got the bandana on when he comes back. He might have used it as a weapon. But yeah, who have we got in the chat? Hello, Luna. How are you? Jesus B. Hello. Gerard, welcome. Glenn, as always, thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys are trading today. How is the crypto market doing? Are we seeing some big moves around the grounds in the world of crypto? I mean, if I look across the board at my very small crypto list here, nothing seems to be moving that aggressively. We've got Binance, which is starting to come in a little bit lower. Dodge as well, staying very, very range bound through here as well. Only upside we can really see is the likes of Solana. And I mean, looking at it from a technical picture, there could be, a potential breakout of these lows here for a move higher. But yeah, I think for me, crypto market still in a little bit of that bear market right now. Need to see clear closes above major areas of structure. For the daily chart, breaks above 68,000 would be nice to see moves to the upside. But at the moment, not really seeing much in terms of momentum. So let me know how you guys have been trading this week as well. We're only on Tuesday, so hopefully you haven't done too much in the way of trading just yet. Very, very light trading week. We are in the summer months as well, so that makes it pretty difficult. But we'll break down a little bit of gold as well. Glenn hopes he videos it. I mean, maybe somebody will. Maybe the DJ is like streaming on Twitch or something, and that's why he's like banging it out. Oh, I can see Ayush is starting to come into the room. He's still wearing the bandana, so he obviously won the fight. Oh, he's not actually. Is this? Have you got the bandana on? No. Oof. Used it as a weapon, right? Mehdi said, I am at the DJ booth. He did not show up. He is scared. Glenn is saying Ayush is a cage fighter. Which is true. Solana looking good, Gerard. Yeah. I like the look of that potential breakout there. Looks like we could see a little bit more upside potentially in that market. Whoa, he's back.
Yeah. No sound.
You had to give him a little, one of them.
I had a convo with them.
Yeah.
And you can, like, they're preparing for some occasion. I was like, you can go slow. So he was a kind man to understand my request, and yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I said that you had the headband on when you left, and if you didn't come back with it on, you might have used it as a weapon to like strangle the guy. So, did you?
No, I mean, I removed it. And went outside my house. And I called my dad that,
Yeah.
I said, I'm just going to call the cops. He was like, no, go talk to them first. And then we'll see. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Diplomatic. I like it.
We have 12 people watching. I want 12 likes. And I will do a giveaway, not at 12. I'm just lying. Where headband, Ayush? Where I kept it. Wait, let me. I'll grab it.
I don't know how to pronounce this now. Oh no, it's back. They completely ignored Ayush's boss. Hani, what coin do you trade the most? I would say
where I kept it. Sorry.
Bitcoin is the most. Is that the DJ again?
Yeah.
That is.
So now I can finally launch a complaint then. I followed my father's instruction. Now it's on me. Stream ruined. Nice music.
Yeah. Let's talk about markets. What coin do I trade the most? It's definitely Bitcoin. I'm definitely more of a, let's say, legacy trader in that kind of. Is that what they call it? Is that the saying in the crypto markets when you're trading a legacy coin, right? Bitcoin obviously is the oldest, so it has that legacy, right? It has that data, that information. So for me, Bitcoin is the one that I will trade. ETH, I've tried it a little bit. I used to have some holdings of crypto till about 3 or 4 years ago, and then kind of sold it all. Basically, when I used to do a few crypto events. I mean, they used to be, I think I can't remember what they were called. I think it was like Coindex events based locally in the UK to me. And I used to speak at those a lot, just talking about sort of how to trade Bitcoin, how to profit from Bitcoin's volatility, and things like that. And people used to get angry and shout at me because I was there trying to profit off of the coins rather than be there for the sort of purpose of crypto is decentralization of banks and governments and giving the whole, FU to governments and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, my room is full of people wanting to learn how to trade, and the people that shouted ended up leaving. But, I think for me, Bitcoin is the one that really holds the weight of the market. If Bitcoin does really well, other markets do really well. If Bitcoin's down, other markets are down. Not saying that's the same for like all the altcoins and stuff, all the like little miniature sort of markets that kind of goes in with all of this stuff. But I'm just talking about kind of like the bigger sort of top 20 cryptocurrencies, in my opinion. So I would rather just focus on Bitcoin and the price action of that than anything else. Medex is holding Solano longs. Yeah, that makes sense when we looked at the price action of what was going on there. It does look a little bit more on the bullish side. You've got this kind of short-term consolidation. Price could break out of this trend line resistance as well. You've got like those kind of confirming signs, there could be an opportunity for that. I'd love to know what time frame you guys trade your cryptocurrencies on. Because I can obviously go down to those time frames that you are using versus the daily charts where I'm looking for. Ayush, I was about to read that message out, but I don't think I will.
Which one? Oh, if you ban Jesu today, I'm sponsored 100k giveaway. I mean, if it's an instant account, I can do that. 100K instant. If you're ready, then I can do it. And we'll have some convo with Jesu.
Okay, people seem to be trading cryptos on the lower time frame.
Obviously, it's a crypto channel.
Obviously, right?
I think it's funny that today they're asking for crypto. Jonathan. It's funny.
It is. Considering. Right. So right.
Yeah.
So we've got to give the audience what they want.
Yeah, obviously.
But yes, Solana, I like the look of here with the potential pullback into the area.
It reminds you of something. Oh, look at Glenn. I mean, I don't know. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll talk about market only.
That's interesting. So Medex trades 1 hour and 4 hour. I just assumed everyone trading cryptos trading the very small time frame.
15 and 5 minute is better in crypto. Lower than that is just headache. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Chat is so interesting. I don't know. Whatever you guys have beef in the chat, keep going. Keep doing that.
Where's this beef stemmed from? Where's this anyway?
I don't know. I think it's about the. I don't know. It's about the likes and stuff.
No.
If I'm not wrong. Anyway, can I break down my yesterday trade? It's so painful.
Yes, please. It's painful.
Yeah, and I'm gonna share in a while.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to break it down?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, trading view. I'm gonna load. This is not the right chart. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna break down yesterday long that I took, and you can see what happened after my exit. So this was a long during the NY session. You can see went long, exit, sniper exit, but look at the fall right after my take profit. That's why I need US 100 where I can trade, where I can hold my trade. Are you getting my point, Jonathan? I'm doing a little bit of advertising here.
Is this NAS?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at the fall. So in the PM session we fell like crazy, and then Asia session. Look at this. I think it's more volatile than yesterday. NY session, the falling, and still London doing the same thing. Good pip capture if someone trades London session here. But the trade idea was really good. I mean, instead of explaining this, I explained the pain. You guys can see here the fall. It was a really good.
Well, you hit your TP, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry.
You hit your TP, so all good.
Yeah, I hit my TP, but it's good to have an account where you can swing trade. Because in future it's end of the day.
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying so hard to do advertisement. Jonathan, don't ruin it.
Sorry. You carry on.
So if we talk about gold, Okay, this is not the right window for gold over here. So I was not surprised when I saw price coming back lower. And as always, whenever we see a range form on the left, chances are really high. If price does nothing in that zone, another range will form as well. So I think the Asia sell-off made a lot sense on the 1 hour. If I show you that it took out the previous day high and there was no follow through, and also the value area high of this entire range. So it was very obvious that if price already rejected this zone, we might see another flush or sell trade coming in, and the easy target would be the nearest point of control, which is this. So it was a good volatile start in the Asia session. But now we need volume. So the structure, I think pretty much Jonathan already informed about the daily volume profile, about the value area high. If I see price getting rejection over here, then selling it will make sense. And the best part is this range is going to give us fuel to push price lower, and this swing low is going to be my target. But this support area is really strong, kind of in a range, but it's all about session you are trading in. And I see Asia session is doing really good on gold.
Yeah, it's been moving a lot in the Asia session, hasn't it?
Yeah. Much higher than the London, and I think London does good as well, but Asia is the best session for gold.
Yeah, like if you look back at the past couple of weeks, been lots of big moves throughout the Asia session.
Not this one. I just ruined my chart. Ignore it. It is just to have an idea of what session, what did what. You can see the Asia session. It is really clean outlook. You can see the Asia previous day was really volatile again, today again, and look at last week Asia. And I think I have to increase the sessions. Okay, let's do 10. Let's take a look at 10 sessions of Asia. So again, volatile Asia. The blue box is Asia, basically volatile. And volatile, but it's okay, volatile, and still volatile here, volatile here, okay, but doing okay here, and NY did good, and Asia was something like this, but again volatile. So in 10 days, I saw 7 Asia sessions were doing really good.
Yeah, this explains why gold is so popular, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it can be traded, obviously, around the clock. Every nation is very interested in gold. A lot of traders in China love trading gold as well, so that can have a big impact on the volume through that session too. So yeah. Just shows you that at any time of day, really, as long as you're around a session, gold can really be a big mover, and I can see why it's so popular. If you look at sort of the most popular trading assets around, gold is like top of the list by a country mile, and then it's usually sort of like your euro dollars, and then your Japanese yens and stuff like that. But yeah, that just shows
all
you.
Are really connected with that MT5 theme, if you talk about internet, everyone trades gold, euro, and yeah,
for sure. Which would be there's a familiar sound that we're going to experience from time to time going forward.
Nice one. Can you tell me a bit more about it? I did that with Claude. He built me a PPS entry. I'll go for MT5. Now that's something Jono understands.
Yeah, cool, man. I like that. That's what I love about using. I have dabbled a bit with trying to use sort of like Pine scripts and trying to get TradingView to do a few things. You know, a couple of custom indicators that have been made in the past. One of them is a commitment of trader report one, which is only used on futures markets, right? And for the weekly chart. And this just basically shows 6 months changes in positioning and stuff. So I have done things like that. The last one I built was a customized adjustable market profile as well for this, but it needs a hell of a lot of work. It does some random things. Like it just starts in a very random place. And then, you know, I actually found it harder to code a market profile for TradingView than I did for MT4, MT5. So I'd say MT4, MT5 is very friendly in terms of that, you know, in terms of that, I would say coding thing, right? Coding sessions and stuff, and coding general EAs and indicators and stuff like that. So you can kind of just almost create anything in those situations. So this is the exact same thing that I've done for MT4, MT5, but for TradingView. So again, it's an adjustable market profile because I wanted to be able to highlight different sections of the market and, you know, figure out kind of what's going on.
So, John, I got a question for you. So the volume profile you designed is using the data of that broker you're watching the chart of, or it's someone else data you're getting from?
No, so it's the data. So basically, it's not volume profile; it's market profile. Very similar concepts, right? But if I drew a volume profile on, right, it looks pretty much exactly the same. But market profile deals more with time versus volume.
TPO.
Right? Yeah. So it deals more with how long the market has spent in that particular area. So I think it was before they could really measure volume, institutional traders tried to look for something else. So I think it was in 1985, a guy called Peter Steidlmeier. Pete Steidlmeier. He created what's known as the market profile. And what he did was, on a session, he wanted to track where fair value was in the market, right? So, I mean, hang on one second, let me just bring this in. It looks a bit crazy at the minute. So what he did essentially was every 30-minute candle of the session, he gave a letter, right? And this is how market profile was born. So let me just, right, I don't know what's going on here. I'm pressing the wrong buttons, right? You go down. Let me change chart because it looks a bit wild. So, and you can actually build market profile yourself, right? Might be better if I had a whiteboard, but I'm just going to do it on here anyway. So let's say this is the start of the US session, right? And every 30 minutes there's a candle. What they would monitor is how many ticks price moved in a particular direction, right? Within that half an hour. So let's say it starts with A, right? The letter A. Let me grab an actual text tool here just to make this look a little bit better. We've got A. All right, so let's say this is the start of the session at this price. If price kind of moved 10 ticks higher or whatever, he would add another A, right? If he did it again, he'd have another A, right? And he'd just continually do this until the end of the 30-minute candle closed, right? Then he would monitor where the next open is. So let's say the next open of the 30-minute candlestick was obviously here, but then it ticked down 10, right? So he would then give that a classification of, okay, so this is the next one, right? And give it a capital B or whatever, right? Try and line that up. So let's say that then went higher by 10 ticks, 10 ticks, 10 ticks. So what he'd do, he'd just continually like monitor where things went in that half an hour candle by kind of like 10 ticks, or because he used to trade the indices and commodities and this kind of stuff. So eventually it would build out into being sort of like a profile, right? So let's say we started to see some downside in this move and the market started to move lower, right? In that 30-minute period. So as you can imagine, if you start building this out yourself, you can actually do this on graph charts. And I actually think it's a really valuable thing for you to do if you want to understand the markets. But essentially, as that continues and grows out, by the end of the trading session, you'll have letters in the alphabet, and you'll have an area where, let's say, most trading volume was, which, you know, through this area here. And what they would look for is if price came back down to that area, how would it react to it? So he was a big trader of like the point of control, for instance. So when I look at trading, that's exactly what we look to do, right? So if we take a look at gold, for instance, if gold is consolidated in this area, the reason why the point of control there is there because that's where price has spent the most time at that level. So
Fair value.
Mine doesn't necessarily need to use volume, because if you trade FX, there is no real centralized volume apart from if you use like a futures exchange and you buy the data and stuff like that. So instead, I coded this to use the properties of market profile, which is time-based versus.
Yeah. So in simple language, forex trader rely more on the TPO chart than volume chart.
Yeah, definitely. But it kind of tells you the same thing. It just volume can show you kind of like
bid and ask.
Yeah, and it can show you the real kind of like it's really helpful in your situation when you're looking at absorption, stuff like that. I can't see that with market profile. Yeah. So it helps on those things. So I just look at more of kind of like the rejections of the value areas, the breakouts of point of control and retests of it for my particular trades and opportunities.
But let's say in future, if someone designs a platform for you guys who trade mainly Forex, and there is an option to aggregate the data of Forex, big brokers and, you know, the exchanges, would you use it then? Or you're still going to stick around?
You still can. So when I traded Euro futures, I didn't actually trade the futures, right? So I actually had a CFD brokerage with zero spreads. It's just commission based. And what I basically did was traded the Euro futures, but it was the Euro US dollar CFD that I traded. And I did that because opening like a futures account and getting all that sorted, funding it and all that kind of stuff was a bit of a pain in the arse. There wasn't the accessibility to like futures props and stuff at the time. It was more kind of like CFD ones and stuff. So for me, you know, I used the platform. So I've showed you the playbook before, but that was futures data. But then I traded the CFD because it was just easier to do. So yeah, I mean, I was using that futures centralized data to see the footprint, to see the order flow, to see the absorption.
Yeah.
But just taking action on the CFD instead.
I think that's what pretty much people do if they are trading gold, CFD.
Yeah.
You know what we can do is, let me check the 6. We call it 6B, right?
Yes.
The EU. Let me see if I can arrange that on.
6B should be British pound, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And it is there. Okay. Just setting up my theme, and I'll share the tasks.
Yeah. If you go 6E, that is Euro futures.
6E.
6E, yeah.
And the G is 6G is the GU? Or is 6A?
6B is GU.
Okay, so what's EU? 6E. Yeah,
EU is euro.
Wow, he said EU is euro.
No, I said 6E is, yeah. I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Why
did.
did I say that? You got me all confused up in here. Glenn asked, do you use Claude or code yourself? I 100% use Claude. I have tried to code stuff myself before. So I did actually code a trading strategy before. But it was only using like the MQL language. So it wasn't like using any popular coding language. It was using MQL language. And it took me forever to do that. So I'm very glad that Claude has come around and AI has come around because it helps me build stuff. But like you can code absolutely anything. This is why I love it the most. Like you can code whatever your mind just wants you to look at. Like even if you've seen something online that you think that looks good, I want to test it. You know, you could try and code in your own supply and demand levels. You can try and code in, you know, psychological numbers. You can try and code in, you know, I mean, I should probably code in my own risk reward tool, but I just make it out of the Fibonacci retracement tool. But I could probably code one of those as well with Claude. So, yeah, what I tend to do is I use a combination of AIs. I don't just use Claude, right? So what I will do is I will go to like Gemini or ChatGPT and I'd have a conversation with them first about the subject. So what I did for the market profile one is instead of just going build me a market profile tool for MT4 and give me a prompt for Claude, I basically went through almost like a mini course with market profile because I wanted to understand that the AI knew what I was talking about. So I almost kind of like had a conversation with it, went back and forth with it numerous amounts of times. And once I was happy with what it understood about market profile that I wanted to use, then I asked for a prompt for Claude. I literally just copy and pasted that prompt into Claude. Claude built the code and the code for MT5, MT4. And then all I had to do then was test it. So I would get it, download it, open it into MQL and upload the indicator, place the indicator on my charts, things like that. So the first initial one only had one market profile, right? So I could only ever have one on the screen at a time. That was really annoying because I was like, actually, I want more market profiles. So now all I have to do is press P on my keyboard and it brings open my market profile kind of box. And then I can draw another one on, right? So I wanted to be able to have multiple market profiles on. So I managed to code, well, Claude managed to code that into the system. And then if I want to kind of like just make some tweaks, then I just screenshot it, put it into Claude and say, I need to make some tweaks to this. This isn't right, or that isn't right, or it's not loading properly. One of the things that it did was where there was a bug in it where I'd press P and it'd put two on at a time, which really would grate on me. So I basically just screenshotted that, sent it to Claude, said, look, it's doing that. And then it redid it for me. So it wasn't anything hard. Like but it works, and it works for me. So Jesu P, can you show what you did with Claude? I mean I would, but it's not anything groundbreaking. It's literally just a prompt.
Make sure to hide your history.
I think I'm not going to show it, don't worry. I can't be bothered to load it up. But the main thing I think for people is knowing how to prompt, right? Yeah. I don't know how to prompt. So I just got AI to prompt for me. So I went through all the stuff that I wanted to do and then said, can you make a prompt for Claude that will best get this outcome? It did the prompt. I copy and pasted the prompt. It did the work. Basically. But yeah, you can do loads of different stuff. a part of market profile is the initial balance. So I also did a initial balance indicator as well, with a probability dashboard, which basically measures the probability of a breakout of the initial balance based off how volatile that initial balance is versus the ATR. So if it's a very, very low initial balance, the likelihood is that you're going to get a breakout. If it's a very large initial balance, likelihood is you're going to get more of a balanced day. So for example, over here on the left-hand side, we've got a very, very large initial balance. This is taking the US Open. And you can see that throughout the rest of the day there, it kind of ranged. Here we had a very short initial balance, we break out and move down. Here we have a very short initial balance. Market did try and break out eventually and continued higher, and so on and so forth. So yeah, just kind of have fun with the AI tools. I just think they can be super handy to kind of help you.
Yeah. Like when I'm trading, like I'm working on few projects about journaling. Not halfway through, but I'm just making sure that I train every day how I trade. I'm just teaching an AI my model how I trade. I'm gonna maybe use that data in that any software which can talk. I can talking AI when I'm trading. And he's logged in somewhere else. Okay. Got. So on the goals right now, yeah.
I'm just listening to you, mate. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm just.
The gold is on the 4-hour chart is horribly in the range which Michael calls the inside bar candle. And yeah, that's right. The inside bar candle creates the range. So there is no actual break above or below or sweep or something like that for us to take a good look at. But these two candles did pretty much good job. And previous candle to the 2 a.m. in range, the 6 a.m. in range, we have still 1 hour 11 minutes left for the new candle open. I'd assume that the 10 a.m. would do something. I know we do have FOMC. So if you talk about FOMC and about any geopolitical numbers and people see and analyze them, but for me, I've seen a lot of garbage on internet when people say that today is this. Okay, so there is a post about the weekly plan with the economic calendar. So when someone says there is only one red news, they be like in the tweet, oh no, there's not going to be trade on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But on Thursday, it will be, but because there's news. On Friday, there is no news. I mean, it's what you are trying to point out, on what do you think? The people who are going to watch your tweet are investors. They are basically retail traders and intraday traders. You are promoting something which is not even useful. So that's why if you see someone, or maybe maximum, I've seen ICT traders does that. Oh, don't risk it. But then you see market absolutely doing fine with price action. Simple on lower time frame. You just have to wait for proper opportunity. So instead, you can say that might be difficult, but you can manage your risk and play around the market.
No, for sure.
So if I see today, and also it's on the 1 minute, 2 minute does not really matter, to be honest. For me, whenever I see news, the only thing I do is mark out the time in my trading view and be careful near that zone. Don't trade, and then trade after that based on price action. I mean, if people who are managing big funds and people's capital, then yeah, all of that really matters. But if you're managing your own funds or maybe your live account, then the props, I think in the beginning, that much data is not really gonna do big change. So on the
I
On the
mean,
one
hedge
arm,
funds are really probably tried in those events, to be honest,
yeah.
big time.
I just have a question: do they buy limit orders or stop orders?
They use a lot of limit orders, don't they?
Yeah.
That's why things like Bookmap and stuff exists, because it shows you the liquidity
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like
So you're
where
using
the
Bookmap.
orders are. No,
The
I
no
know,
signs.
I know of it.
He explained
like-
it and then said like no.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just you showed it me before,
Yeah.
as well, because you were using it. But I know of Bookmap because it just shows you where liquidity is. But it doesn't it just show you? I'm pretty sure it just shows you buy limit orders, sell limit orders.
The passive and aggressive players both.
So a lot to do with that kind of trading is a lot of algorithm stuff, right? So you get a lot of spoofing. So you'll see some big orders coming in at certain levels. Algorithms will see those levels and they'll try and trade to those levels. And then they'll pull those limit orders, right?
Yeah.
That happens quite a lot. Sometimes obviously they don't, and there is generally like a big limit order there. So let's say like you had a situation like how Ayush trades, where there's a low volume area. You look at Bookmap, there's big sell limit orders at that same level, right?
Yeah.
Price gets into it, you see absorption. Boom, that's like an A plus setup, right? You're like, yep, this is great, this is good. I'm going to take the short at those positions. So it's good in that sense. But you know,
I mean, it's so helpful for people who are scalping on low time frame. But for swing traders, that's not a good tool, to be honest. And even though if I'm scalping on lower time frame, to be honest, if I take 10 trades, only 2 or 3 would be with the confluence of Bookmap. Let's say I saw a limit order and an aggressive player, and I think 80% of time I'm trading directly on TradingView or maybe a task and just looking at the price action and normal candlesticks, because I think we previously discussed that as well, because trading is like a layer. The first one is not a layer, but it's a really thick base, which is market structure and normal supply demand understanding, and then you add those layers. So there was a guy asking me, obviously my friend, that I see people using Bookmap, they print a lot of money. I was like, that's not the truth. You buy for a month, trade for a month, or at least 20 days, and see how many of your trade actually followed or maybe helped by Bookmap, the liquidity areas. Because sometimes there is nothing on Bookmap and price goes into low volume area and simply rejects. Or maybe for simply can say it rejected at some supply demand zone, simple. Or for ICT traders, this can be an FVG. So if saying that it is a good tool is not entirely correct, it is a good tool to have an idea, and you can see the bubbles and aggressive players are getting absorption. But the same thing you can have on the different platforms available. Yeah, the Doom is really good on that platform on the Bookmap. So if you are someone who uses Doom, then go with it, but not with the limit order. And you can try it, and you will understand that I think you'll understand that throwing your money here and there will give you an idea that you should use it or not. And I've used it, and I'm not quite happy about it. So yeah,
I think you gotta do what you think is right for your strategy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you know, if your strategy is like a trend-based system and it's higher time frame, then maybe that is not going to be beneficial to your trading, right? Which is kind of why I stepped away from using kind of like order flow and stuff, was because I didn't feel like it was necessarily, you know, helpful towards that style of swing trading and that. Don't get me wrong, if I went back to trying to like scalp, so I have been thinking about going back, because obviously we on our sessions are trying to like, you know, trade the lower time frames. So it does make me think that maybe I should go back and have a look at what I used to do. But we'll see. We'll see.
He is too emotional about that. I was like, yeah, we'll see. My journal looks so good. My old journal looks so good. I'm right. I've seen your notes; they're quite well. I think that's something I'm doing right now.
yeah. I like that. I like that I've helped you start noting and tracking stuff.
No. So I think today I did the journaling, and I was like, oh shit, Jonathan did the same thing.
That's great. It's great. Perfect. I mean, I wish I had sort of AI there to help me do. To be honest, but nah. The art of taking a screenshot of your trade and noting what went well, what could have gone better, or what had done, is lost now. I don't see many people doing it, to be honest. There's a lot of automated tools that do it, which is fantastic, right? Automated tools is doing it, but there's nothing quite like, doing it yourself, and because you understand it. It's like when I can read a textbook of something, right? I can read a book or something, but until I actually do it and write it down, it doesn't stick in my head. Like I've got, I have a notepad on my iPad, right, and I write on that. I've gone back to physical pen and paper recently just because.
Oh yeah.
It just, my brain is taking it in a little bit better rather than just kind of.
Obviously, there is a really big difference between writing and typing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I like to write stuff down.
Yeah.
This is it. I love this.
I think also there are some the devices which gives you the paper feel, but they're digital. I'm not sure if you love it or not. No,
I've seen those. I've not used them.
Oh, all right. Then we're gonna talk about this image, which I think I gave ChatGPT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, and told it to stack properly and with ES and NQ with NQ. It was obviously 30-minute voice note sent there, and I think this is the zoom out version of the daily volume profile of NQ. That the exit reason that why I canceled my longs here because of the edge of the high volume node, and not expecting that price will go at the 30264 level and give me extra money. And also one more confluence was that here you can see the ES zoom out of the daily volume profile, and there was no sense for me to hold NQ longs because we have the correlation favorite guy is Jonathan. So if you talk about correlation, I see no interest on ES that it will continue higher and price will just keep running higher, and same thing on NQ as well, because they're very much correlated, and nothing like that happened. I was like, okay, it's time to close it, and I click close, and then it fell, and after that it fell around 800 or 900 pips. So kind of feeling like, okay, why I did that, but it's all good. And the another confluence was, and I think using correlation with price action and using correlation with tools gives a little bit of extra edge in the market. Like sometimes I see, okay, NQ is making higher highs and ES is not making higher highs, then going longs on NQ makes sense because that's a strong pair. But many times I've seen, if I see ES, you can see the red circle on the chart is basically the same candle on NQ and ES. ES tapped the value area low, so I was assuming that, okay, even though this is a really huge bearish candle, I'm not assuming that it will continue lower, and price came back up. The same thing happened here. So, and here we tapped the point of control and low volume area and then moving higher. So it gave me an understanding that if I see ES in a low volume area or a value area low, and NQ is kind of in a trendy market or in between, I'd wait and watch what's going to happen next. to take the trade. So basically, if you're trading gold and you use silver as correlation, you have to make sure that you have the really good idea about the low volume pockets of your correlated pair. And I think I've used correlation in crypto, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold. In commodities, it's gold and silver. In futures, it's NQ and ES. In Forex, it's Euro, GBP, USD, and GBP, USD. And the best correlation I've seen in the market, trading everything, number one is NQES, second, Bitcoin, Ethereum, third, Forex, and the fourth, gold and silver. So like that's my take on it. I think you guys have seen many ICT traders use the correlation with silver. So like, let me open silver in the bottom so we can understand XAU USD. I'm gonna pick any random Forex broker. So it's more of like people who use CVD and stuff like that. So if I apply volume profile and I see that there is some key level coming in on silver and there is nothing on gold, I'll make sure to be careful in that area, not to take a trade, even though silver looks pretty much similar, and I think they are doing pretty much the same price action on gold as well. You know, there is not much difference, but over here, the best area I can mark it out right now is this one. That silver took out the swing low, but gold did not. So going longs on gold makes sense because this pair is good. And if I apply volume profile, obviously the upper one is the GC. So it's gonna calculate it on the basis of futures contract. So you can clearly see that price went higher, came back lower. Okay, I have to do bar replay because it will calculate the entire range volume. So this area was pretty much clear that price went above. Here we have low volume. So if price close above, chances are high that this guy is going to take the swing high. So you can plan your trades somewhere around here. But on silver, you will still have that second doubt that should I go long here or not, because we took out the swing low. Let me mark it out. This is a swing low, same swing low on gold. Which one looks better? Obviously gold. And sometimes I've seen correlation fail because I think if you don't have high time frame idea what's happening there, I think the lower time frame strength and weakness might bite you when you're trading on lower time frame. So like having understanding and key levels of higher time frame and then going on lower time frame and designing and trading in a winning pair instead of directly switching to whatever pair you're trading. Let's like gold and gold. Sometimes you can trade silver as well. So yeah.
Love it.
Homework.
Big correlation guy.
Yeah.
But I love the breakdown that you've done on the chart. So did AI build that image for you? Do you just kind of like?
So I described, design it like a way it should look like, proper journal, or let's give it the old school kind of theme. I know it was not required. The data was there, everything I wanted in the text was there. I still wanted to play around. We have AI, why not use it?
Yeah, what'd be pretty cool if you got it to a point where, let's say you set up your like trading rules and it understood your trading rules from your own results.
Yeah.
Drag and drop the image in, it'd analyze the image, tell you if you followed your rules, didn't follow your rules, what could be improved. That would be pretty cool.
I mean, that same thing I'm imagining, like, what if I can create a same alpha brain? Because right now we're on setup. Let's say I want to buy the setup and I go on tilt, and obviously this is not my alpha version. Alpha version is something planning to wait for the price to reach at somewhere area. Maybe I want an AI to say, you piece of shit, don't trade here. This is not something you taught me. Wait, we are not ready for it. Can you imagine? Like,
I'd love to see you code that.
Have you watched Jarvis?
Tell me I'm a piece of shit. Call me nasty things.
Yeah. I mean, if you have, I don't know if you have watched Marvel movies or not. Have you watched Iron Man?
Oh, yeah. Come on
You
now.
know Jarvis, something like that, you know?
Yeah. Have you not seen the guy that's built Jarvis?
Yeah, I think there was someone I have seen in
Yeah.
the reel, but the only command is in the video is he enters the room, he says hello Jarvis, and entire room lights up, but nothing happens after that. So I'm thinking about
it goes through all his like business stuff that he's got, and like it'll give him a report of the day and
yeah.
how he did overnight.
You know,
and
you're
all this kind of
just
stuff.
sitting here, what we have in the economical calendar, and it talks about
Yeah.
things. It's so cool. I think
They don't
something
need
like
that,
that
they've
we'll
got
have
us.
in future. Sorry?
They don't need it. They've got us. Look how much more. Look how much more fun we are versus AI, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we
man,
need our
right.
job safe.
People come for the entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please say yeah, guys.
But I think sometime in my life, I'll try to maybe buy something like that. Obviously, we'll have something like that in future because we are very close. You know, something very intelligent on our setup.
Oh, I might have missed my Euro short. Might have missed it.
How many likes do we have? I think today the target should be 16 people watching, and we have 14 likes. I'm gonna leave it on Roman. What do you think, Roman?
Roman's gone.
Yes, sleeping. So what should be the target for today's likes? Oh, 50. Yeah, okay. What is it's 18. But I think when you started speaking, we gained 4 viewers. So yeah, keep speaking. We have 19 now. I thought he's trading and you know it's in range. Let's say Roman bought gold in range, and he's so logged in that he forgot.
Well, I was trying. I mean, I like the range plays. I was trying to look at
Trying to sell
Euro, US dollar. I like this range that was being developed, and I was looking at this area here to look to see if I should sell. Started to see a bit, but we are 20 minutes pre-open, so I like the idea. If price kind of pushes this again, fails, and then I might look for a short. I like the idea of just trading side to side here. When I look at the bond yields, we are still climbing. We are still moving higher. Oil just kind of flat, not really doing a hell of a lot, but we are seeing downside in the stock markets at the moment, so a little bit of risk off coming in. VIX climbing, so that to me is dollar bullishness. So I would like to potentially short this move down in the range, and then if it breaks out, great. If it breaks out to the upside, obviously that's why I'm going to have a stop loss in place. I'm just watching the price action here. We had a very strong push up into the level, strong rejection away. So that to me is quite telling in terms of rejection. So I'm going to see if we get a little bit of a breakdown here. So if I was to go short, maybe I'm looking for break and close below that low, considering the time frame we're on. Stop loss would need to probably go above 15.80. That's what 15.
Roman. That's a really cool setup. Love it. It feels like. Sorry. It is whatever you like because we're in range. So you can go and You can do like something like that and go for it. I wish Roman plays piano someday.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
And he can have a big one on his setup. Perhaps a giveaway for 2 accounts is going to happen today. We might do it. 2 accounts. But we need real likes, you know. So you can send the link to your family members, the family group, and tell them to join. Leave us a like, even if they are not traders. I'm sure they'll enjoy the stream. I like it how gold is teasing us today.
Tease me.
Market open in 17 minutes.
And I did say it'd be 2 giveaways today, but Ayush is the deciding vote.
Oh no, whatever he says, I'm just the guy who extracts the names and then does a race. He is the main boss. So look at his chair, you know. Doesn't he look like, you know, just look at his chair.
Do you know, I used to have an old desk chair which was just awful. And I said the next chair
something like this?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You're saying it's a bad one?
And I'm just like, you know what? I need something that I'm just going to like take with me forever.
Luna is saying the Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you,
I
you
can be
said
the
the
Godfather
word, right?
of Forex if you want. The Godfather of Tradeify, crypto, sorry. Maybe slip then. But no, yeah, I can't have to say you are the boss.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I can start doing the Italian accent. Have you ever seen the Godfather?
No. What's with that reaction? Is it something? Am I missing out?
They say that all men in life should watch The Godfather. And
All
Godfather
men?
2.
Okay, I am man, and I'm gonna watch it after the stream.
Yeah, you are a man.
Please don't doubt. Please don't doubt
shoot.
it. So I'm gonna search it right now. Godfather on what?
The one thing I haven't seen, which is meant to be really good, is the there was a series. What's it called?
Oh, so it's the movie which is really quite famous in the terms of memes.
Yeah,
I've seen it on an IG.
They're like it's meant to be like every man is meant to watch these films in life. That's what they say anyway.
So you know, I feel I'm forgiven because I'm just a boy trying to be man. So I still have time. Something like that. Hannah, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch my first Godfather until I was at least 30.
Oh, so I'm early in the race then. Thank you so much. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Might have cigar tomorrow on the stream.
Oh yeah, I've got a cigar downstairs. Should we have one? I can't remember. When did I have it? The last time I had a cigar was my wedding day. Might be my wedding day, which is coming up to a year anniversary. So maybe I will have a cigar on my year anniversary. There's a girl and saw them. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that will be very, I would say, yeah, I'm trying to formulate my question because I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, so in the futures you've got like a mini and
micro
as well.
Right. Yeah.
But what about like in FX? If I've just only started, what kind of volume shall I trade? So
Well, that
So-
will be subject
Yeah.
to your account size. You have different versions of lot sizes, so very similar in futures.
do you call
where
it
you've got-
something standard? And there
Yeah,
is
you have standard or you have mini micro lots. So it's the same kind of language, but
Okay,
Yeah.
so but it's different payments, so I can say it's PIP, pips.
you don't.
yeah, pips. Yeah, pips.
Yeah. What
Pips
would
and
you
points.
recommend just like to start with, like 0.5?
So
pips?
in CFD, you don't have to change the chart like we do in the futures. Like if I want to trade MNQ, I have to switch to, like
Yes.
I'm on MGC. Yeah. If I want
Yeah.
to trade nanos, I have to go in GC. So in futures, in CFD, it's nothing like that. You just have to play with game with the lot size. You know,
just have to
if you want to
change
go
that.
standard one, like the lot one on gold, you place it and you'll see a really red PNL because it's too big for account size if you're trading 5K, 10K. So you can place a 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah.
So you don't have to switch the charts in CFD. But it's pretty much, it does not really matter if you call it pips or points or ticks. Because you're at the end of the day, you are analyzing the same chart. So
Well, pip is technically the 4th decimal point. A point is the 5th decimal point after the 5th number after the decimal point. So it works. It works just a little bit differently. Like it all depends on account size. So if you have like an account size of like
5K, yeah.
5K,
Yeah.
you won't necessarily be able to place a trade of like
Yeah, understand.
2 lots, 5.
to
3
be,
lots.
I mean, keep it simple. He'll understand quickly. If we talk about like Windows, CFD is like Windows. You can run anything there. You know, it works. But in futures, it's like Mac. You have to be on the specific pair to trade.
So if I start with a 0.5, that will be okay, yeah? On the 5K.
Yeah.
You know, probably
0.5,
like 0.05 to be honest.
Yeah, 0.5.
Yeah, 0.05.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
But it depends on the, you know, how much you're risking per trade.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
1%,
understand.
0.5%.
Yeah, but
You can look at
And
risk calculators online to help you understand.
no. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Tradeify is building the inbuilt, I think, tool for you guys on the MT5. So that's covered. You can directly calculate that, something like that. So I think Jonathan without the edge yesterday showed you guys that the tool, that the TP1, TP2, something like that. So Roman, I think it's short that you can just put how much percentage you want to risk, and it will tell you how many lot size you have to play. So you don't have to calculate there.
all right.
Yeah.
So-
I'll start with
It'll tell you.
0.5.
Yeah. 0.05 on small accounts. Have you tried trading on C Trader, Jonathan?
No, I don't think I have. I've heard
In
a lot
CFD.
about C Trader, but I've not traded on it myself.
They have a good risk reward tool. It calculates something like which we have on TradingView. If I like same risk, if I decrease the stop loss, the quantity increases. So automatically calculate it and just take a trade.
Yeah, you could probably code something up for that.
Yeah, so Jonathan said in the chat, we have a built-in position size calculator in MT5. So Roman, you don't have to worry about it. Just put in numbers and then you'll have your lot size in crypto and in different market as well. I love what I see on the gold. If I see a really aggressive candle coming in at the NY Open, it will give us direction. But it should be like a zoop candle of 930 going out of this range.
Yeah, I was looking for the euro dollar to try and break down a little bit here, but it's just consolidating a little bit. So I shall see what happens here.
Super Thor Jack is saying I like MT5 on Android. Yeah, I think MT5 is the best platform which is very compatible on mobile device. So like if I want to take a trade, I don't have anything set up. I'm just gonna use my phone and place my trade if I see something on gold. I think similar we have on futures as well, but I think they are not doing that good. Future is more of like desktop based platforms, not mobile friendly. But CFD MT5 is handling everything, so I'm excited. No, I shouldn't say that I'm excited. I already have it. It will launch for you guys soon. And also make sure to join tomorrow's stream here. There's something which we're gonna talk about. So I can speak more on it, but you get my point. Something crazy happening.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah, I can tell you more in the chat, but not here. So it's gonna be my first Wednesday, which I'm gonna live after 2 weeks. Let's go back to Atas.
Are you gonna live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I miss out 2 Wednesdays already.
When?
So for this month.
Have you?
Yeah.
Was I here?
Every single time, yeah. I asked my mom what day it is. She's like, Thursday. I was like, oh shit. So I'm living only 5 days a week.
Oh,
So
do I take this trade before the open?
So a lot of selling coming in, and the best part would be, let's say, the sell area I'm looking at the low volume area or the value area high, and if I see a squeeze above, the negative delta, look at this value area low, and if there is no follow through towards this low, and 930 takes it higher, it's gonna be absolute cinema. It will be a good setup for selling, and if it goes directly towards the swing low, then I feel we'll have a continuation kind of setup, because every single time I have seen, whenever we break below the range or above it, price takes resistance and then gives us another move. So obviously made a really strong zone anyway. So kind of, if above the range, I'm gonna sell it. Below the range, we're gonna sell it anyway. So let's see what kind of price action we get. And there is no follow through yet, even though we have big bubbles coming in of sellers. Price is not happy now. I'm gonna remove the tool and see if we can zoom in and see what's happening here. Look at this negative delta, a lot of ask coming in, but candle is at the same level.
Break up, break up, break up, break up.
Absorb.
Are we just going to do the opposite of each other? Is that what it is? Maybe we can create our own hedge fund, and we'll trade together. I'll go long. I'll always go long. You always go short.
Yeah.
Maybe we can actually, cheat the system.
Hedge fund with never loses. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about short on euro dollar, but the risk reward is rubbish. Is pretty rubbish. When I went short over here, there was a better reward to risk ratio. Yes, it was only like 8 pips, 9 pips, whatever it was. But this is a very tight trading range. This is an 8 pip trading range in total, which seems pretty insane to me. Right. Bring on the initial balance. I mean, look at that today, man. Since London, we've we've just been consolidating. IB size, initial balance size, 8 pips, which is this trading range we've got right now. ADR of the last 14 days has been 54 pips. So that means that we are ultra compressed. That means there is a 70% chance of a breakout, apparently, according to my Claude coded thing that never lies. We might see something.
Roman, can you please check the chat? Not that chat. The chat which we have, chat.
It looks like those shorts are coming in right now. This is what I was thinking of taking. I was thinking of taking this breakout of this minute chart, right? Stop loss above the highs, but that would require me to have a 6 pip stop, right? And if we look at the current range, to the next low is like 2 pips, 3 or 4 pips. So honestly, risk reward wise is rubbish. And that's why I always like to check. I always like to check what the reward to risk ratio is. Now, could I have shorted at the top? Yes, which would have increased my reward to risk ratio because I would have had a stop loss just above the highs there. And I would have been looking to target the swing lows. So about 2-to-1 reward to risk. But I like to wait for the break sometimes. So, you know, in hindsight, maybe I could have added 1 here. But the timing as well is pretty crap too. So we shall wait. Let me flick over to the US 500. Let me just have a little look at the S&P. I'm just going to add this back on here. Just can calculate while we go ahead. But yeah, initial balance is very similar to the initial range breakout that you can probably see, but usually it takes a little bit. Usually look at a little bit of a longer time frame. So a lot of the times we will be looking at sort of an hourly set, the first hour session. So you can see here, nice breakout of the hour. Start to see a good decline here. Broke out of the hour, sort of moved down 180R away. Here was a big opening initial balance range, right? The market stayed within that initial balance range. Very similar to here, quite a large initial balance compared to the smaller ones, right? So we'll see how today starts to play out. I like to use this on pound as well. You can see the small initial balances through here. Starting to see a bit more of a breakout on the upside of pound, but I don't necessarily like pound longs today. So if we get a false breakout of this initial balance area here, we might see a bit more of a move to the downside. We've been very tightly trading in a very tight trading range all day. So a breakout is something we need to see. Oh, here we go. Right. Market open. Start to see a little bit of a flush down.
Oh, look at the candles.
Yeah. Start to see a flush down, which is what we want to see. I wouldn't mind a break and retest of this area then, to be honest, because you know this area is just super compressed at the moment. I'm assuming that's the same for gold as well.
Yeah.
Probably seen a little bit of a breakdown here too. Yeah, look, really nice breakdown. We'll see how this closes. You know, I want to see if this remains like that or whether we force breakout or figure out. I mean, yesterday, what did we have? The market false breakout of the range, and then we rode to the other side. So let's see if we get a similar pattern here or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's Spotify.
Yeah. How you doing, Jonathan? It's me meeting you for the second time.
Doing well, thanks, mate.
Why are you laughing? I
Can
don't know you.
Can you show me your web?
It was somewhere around here.
Can you make the noises?
What kind of noise?
You know the yeah. Nice.
Thank you so
That's
much.
what we
Please follow the script, Jonathan.
What scripts? What scripts? There's nothing I can go on.
So I have pretty much the idea on my chart right now. The area I was looking for is taken out. Like in one candle, and 9:30 is like, we're gonna
How do you
see.
see the chart? Now you're upside down.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reveal the secret. So there are some small little, you see,
Yeah.
holes in it, which are not captured because it's designed in a way which is visible with human eyes. With camera, it sees that there is nothing. It's white, but there are holes. It's like hornet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
No, put your eyes back. Luna.
I mean,
Only-
even your background is now upside down. That's interesting.
That is something Roman does, and I don't know why he does that.
Oh, so you can't hang from the ceiling then?
No, we got
Oh.
a really good web,
That's
good
disappointing.
glue. I don't know. Let's see what we have on the NQES. The candle, the 9:30 candle is something which I would always like to avoid. Which is just pretty much a gambling and maybe news candle. Why you look upset, Jonathan? You took something.
No?
Oh,
It's
so
like
your
anything.
normal resting face. I know.
Does my normal resting face look upset? Oh my gosh. No, I've not taken anything. I'm just looking to see what's going on. You know? Okay. Well, Roman, you know, I would like
Good.
to, but I
think-
not one
I
to
think,
break
you know-
my rules, you know?
No, Jonathan, you missed this one. The aura in his voice was like he is in a winning trade, and now he's challenging you. You should take it then. I'm winning already.
Okay, so Roman's
it
gone
was
long
something like
on
that.
something.
Roman is in long gold. He's not telling us.
Are you long gold, Roman? Okay.
Come on, follow the script, Roman. No. Then
So
you have
yeah,
high expectations then.
this is a FOMO trade, to be honest.
Yeah.
This
I
ain't
think
the same.
even if it gives you, okay, let's say if you go long in this gold candle, like with a really big wick and going higher, you make money. All right, done for the day. Went into profit. But this is never going to repeat.
You can never predict the market open candle.
Exactly.
Never.
But the supply level stays the same. We'll get the reaction. And I still feel that we might fill the wick.
You have to ask yourself the question, what has changed? Has anything changed from the initial plan? No.
No.
Nothing.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely nothing has changed. Nice on Euro though. We came all the way down into the value area low. Rejected.
And you took it.
No,
Great.
because it's a open candle.
Oh, but I thought that you were trying to play ping pong in this range.
I was going to short the high of the range down to the low of the range, but the risk reward just wasn't there to take it.
Yeah, it was 1
By
to
the
1.
time I would have took the trade, I would need a 4 pip stop and only have a 3 pip target. So that's not what I'd trade. So I mean, if this breaks holds above this area, this would be good. We might be able to trade this up to. Yeah,
I was just checking my mic. Sorry. It disturbed you?
yeah. I was like, what is he smelling?
I was making sure that it was working properly.
Yeah. Does it get quite hot in that mask?
I'll show you. Yes, it does. But I have the AC on in the room, so it works.
Oh, okay.
But let's say I have to attend a party or someone calls, or maybe my friend calls, my kid loves Spider-Man, can you wear it and come? Then it gets hectic.
Oh, so you truly are the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
No. But I like to attend some events, there are some, let's say if we have an event for kids in the city, and there is my friend who has an academy, so I go there in the suit and click photos with them.
That's very nice.
And scare some of them. My favorite part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't turn out to be very nice. I thought you were being like really nice and charitable, and like how those geezers dress up as Santa around Christmas. I thought you were one of those. No, it sounds like you're just out there to scare children. What's going on, Ayush? Any serious buying going on here?
I am not Ayush.
Oh, sorry, Spotify. Sorry.
Yeah. So looking at the candle, it's really aggressive. I'm expecting whatever. I'm assuming that a lot of retailers are going to buy in this candle, and there's a lot of buying coming in, and we can squeeze them out in the low volume area. Simple as that. Or at the new 4-hour open.
Nice. Right.
But the rejection makes sense here. Might have taken long, but if only if there would be many candles forming, or maybe after 9:30, let's say at 10 a.m. open, price comes lower and we see something and go long, makes sense. I'm not a reversal trader, but the area which I marked is something where there is low volume. So rejection was not like, I'm not surprised that price rejected this zone. Obviously, low volume area rejection, but if we had enough time to go longs in the normal volatile market, the long was not bad. But it's just one candle coming in, taking the swing low and then going higher. You can't do anything. The only thing you can do is take a trade. But again, I'm telling you, if you win today, it will give you the dopamine, and it will ruin your journal. You will start thinking that this is something which is a good setup, but it is not. So we always crave for and look for something that all, like not every day, but repeats and follow the edge. So this is something which in my journal, it says stay away. So just doing that. I should beat the DJ. Well, I was about to beat today, but it was sorted out with normal convo. So yeah, we're good.
Whoa. Looks like I'm fairly wrong on Euro right now.
What's happening?
Just trading higher. I said that I didn't like the idea of going long pound either, and it is trading higher. So that dollar weakness is coming in. I haven't checked any news today. Oh, okay, here we go. US President Trump posts, there are no talks or conversations going on or scheduled with the Islamic Republic of Iran. The naval blockade remains in full force and effect, and the Hormuz Strait is open and operating. And no talks ongoing. All water mines have been removed or detonated. Thank you for attention on this matter, President Donald J. Trump.
All right, guys. Price is coming in the low volume areas. Spotify, you reveal your persona. There are many. So what you saw was nothing. Financial education. Why so quiet, Jonathan? Don't be so quiet. Keep on speaking.
Sorry, I was just having a look at what the yields were doing. The yields were moving lower. So I was just
but you can do it while speaking.
Sorry. I thought you were speaking. You were like talking about Spotify and stuff and candles.
The stage is all yours.
All mine.
Yeah. India. Oh. It's talent. But we have in our country called India's Got Latent. Which
what does that mean?
It's a show where it's basically a comedian organized show where crazy people comes in. Talentless people sometimes perform.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's opposite of India's Got Latent. It's talent.
So it's like it's making a mockery of it.
Yeah. Go Ayush, join. No. I mean, if I would not be trading, then I would do that, but why am I taking your question seriously? I'm not going to do it. So the price is rejecting after the swing high. A seller coming in negative delta. Let's see what more we can get. And I always try to, whenever I'm taking a trade, let's say, so the confirmation which I'm trying to take here is more of like trying to catch a reversal. This is not a continuation for me anymore because we have really volatile candle. So what kind of price action I'm trying to look at here? When we see some selling coming in, let's say we see price coming in here and taking support at this level, what I would do is calculate the low volume area in this leg. So by chance, if I see price going higher in this leg where I calculated the low volume area and I see that price might crack lower from this zone and go lower, I'll sell it. So this is a second stage of confirmation for normal people who are using market structure. It is just my brother bought something for me. Okay, let me see what that is. I got distracted, but if I see low volume area in this zone and I see that there's a lot of volume coming in, I'll sell it. So instead of first stage, I always wait for the second one because there's a range and I'm assuming this range is going to act as support and price going higher and failing to go higher. And then again, forming a new lower low and then I sell it. So we tapped in, let's see. And let's see what he bought for me. Oh, so he bought a cookie.
Oh, cookie, nice.
Yeah. And the bad thing is I'm wearing mask.
Yeah.
So I can just stare at it till the stream ends.
I like it. Starting to see that dollar strength come back now. It's a wild sort of open to this market here. So it looks like we've come back to that. I was just looking at pounds and I was thinking, you know, like I said, I don't really necessarily want to be long pounds. We came up to the 80, the one standard deviation from the initial balance, and I thought this could be a good idea to short to the initial balance high, maybe even to the midpoint, like a mean reversion sort of move. So I am going to look at that, I think. Let me just add market profile on of the day so far. That was also around the value area high before the run up to there, which is interesting to see. We look at the London session value area. Where are we looking? Which would be our initial balance. So a little mean reversion back to the point of control might not be a bad idea. Here, I can rhyme. Back down towards these levels. So I might look for that. I just want to see. Push back up here. I might look to short. Bit more of a mean reversion move. More than anything else. I just think this dollar story for today isn't necessarily over. Have a quick flick over to gold. Yeah, look at that rejection up at that value area high. Gives me one more push up into that. I'll look to short the top.
Same for me on gold.
Yeah,
I think pretty much same idea. I have applied the low volume area. If we switch over to my screen, yeah. So already we have really pretty much idea about what kind of volume we have. This is the first selling leg. So I'm gonna calculate the entire range, low volume pockets. So if price goes back higher and rejects and goes lower, I'll sell it towards this low. Something like this. I'm gonna target this swing low. Okay, wrong tool. Yeah. So because of this high volume node, price might range a bit here and then go higher and then fail. And let me check if the big trade setting is good or not. Because I want some absorption, obviously. Nothing really crazy happening in this area. But if I see, let's say, in this kind of market, what I would like to see is a lot of aggressive buying coming in and candle turns bearish, and then I will sell it. So let's do 20 for the volume. Apply. So there is a bit of selling here. Okay, price coming higher. Let's see what we have in this low volume gap. And if it fails and then closes lower, I'll click sell on my MT5. Okay, I have to put the password because I'm wearing a mask. It will not open with the Face ID. So price coming lower. And I'm selling it. Stop loss is at the range high and targeting this low. Let me put my stop loss from the mask. The toughest task. I can do it. And I'm targeting the 930 low and by open low. And if I let me do the position with the position size tool. So yeah, entered somewhere around here. Stop loss at this high. Maybe might look like a 1-to-1 trade. So let's see how this one goes. Wait 1 hour for those to settle things. I think that's something I do on the NQ and yes, yeah. So there's okay. So there's a lot of positive delta, which I'm gonna mark. If price goes higher from this gap and takes support, chances are high that it might stop me out. But if it taps here and comes still lower, then my take profit chances are very high. I'm talking about this area. I shouldn't mark the entire area. It might look bad. This one. And I'm going to delete this zone and we'll focus on this positive delta. So this is the only area which can threaten my trade. If it does zoop and taps and go higher, then it will stop me out. But the good part is my stop loss is above the low volume area. So if price comes back in, we might see rejection again, and then it moves lower. Look at Jonatan is doing something. You can look at the sound. Zoop, zoop.
Yeah, I've just shorted euro. I think this rejection after the breakout, long wick back to the downside, markets come back in, broke into a new low. I like the idea of maybe trading to the other side of value again. I see that move there as obviously being driven by the market's reaction to what we've seen. But I don't see how that's US dollar weakness on that move, to be honest. Yeah. So, I mean, I've got a very small positioning. So I've gone in very, very light. It's a day where we are very range bound. So anything can happen on a range bound day. So I've just put my stop loss above the 1 ATR and the current day's high, which is okay for me because that means if we break higher, we're probably going to make new highs on the day. I did like potentially cable short as well, so I will keep an eye on cable short too. Obviously that means I'm probably going to be doubling up my risk in terms of that, so I'll be a little bit careful with this one, but obviously this area here could be interested to see if we get kind of like a little head and shoulders pattern created, maybe a move down. Yeah, I liked that short from the ATR, but we'll see. We'll see if price comes back up and rejects it again. I like that potential too. So keep an eye on that. Gold still in the value area for me on gold. So I'm gonna leave gold alone, I think here, but yeah, very similar in terms of just like in the range. If gold breaks lower, fantastic, because that probably means the other trades will come through. But yeah, the next one I want to look at is that cable trade. If we do see a rejection, this could be like a little head and shoulders pattern or something. Like the idea of it coming back to test the initial balance, maybe even the point of control of today, back down at 132.57. So we'll just keep an eye on that one as well. See what happens. Like I said, my Euro trade's in now. If that survives, it survives. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a very, very small position. Like I said, when I'm day trading, I like to take very small positions and not large positions in the market. So
yeah, you're a swing trader.
Yeah.
So on the gold right now, the interesting part is we have a buy positive delta and price is following that on my chart. I have marked this. These are the two, resistance or support area, whatever you name it. So if we invert this purple zone or maybe this box lower, then we'll use it as resistance and the positive delta will be squeezed, but right now it's being followed. On the volume profile, you can see on the left. Previously, there was buying, but the red candle came in. Let's see if we do the same thing with this positive delta here. And also, if you talk about this range, and I would not be surprised if price continue forming range beside my entry, because that's what we did pretty much before the London Open. So it might form another range, never go nowhere. Maybe my stop loss after 4 or 5 hours, maybe take profit after 4 or 5 hours, if it forms a range. But currently, these are the two key levels which I'm looking at. If price goes lower with really good volume, it's going to be a good trade. And if not, then it will form a range, because range beside range forms I have seen quite really many times happening on gold or any pair. I'm not saying only for gold, but many pairs. And if it goes higher, stop loss is at this high, and my next resistance is this as well. So 1, 2 key levels before it stops me out. And that's what I always like to have whenever I take a trade. I make sure there is something in between my stop loss and entry price. If I am buying, I make sure there's a minor support level. So even if price comes there, retest it, and then go higher. It's not like bland. It's not like just putting my stop loss at this high, or maybe area where does not make any sense just to be fancy 1 to 10 guy, Yeah, if I add it, the risk to reward changes. If I see like trade performing really well, then I will add it in the winning trade. But this one is going to be single trade. Let's see. 2 area marked out and how it performs. And I'm not sure why this delta and this delta is a little bit of different. Here we have another candle opening. Buyer seller fighting in the zone.
Quite a strong 5-minute candle, isn't it?
Yeah. Room in the rocket fuel seems it might work. He was selling with me. I'm still in this trade. Oh, look at the volume.
Yeah, Euro's popping high up.
Do you have? Okay, so is there something in the news or something like that, or just volume, or it's the 10 a.m. open? Obviously makes sense, but still in the trade. This is the last zone, resistance zone, edge of the high volume node. I'm gonna work as. Okay, we have a huge seller coming in. Let's see how this one goes. It should be follow through, not an absorption. If it absorbs, then next my stop loss is there. If it's follow throughs, then it's a good area for me to trail it lower. It's the low, the blue line. Yeah.
I've entered cable shorts off of that level. So just that ATR level, high volume level as well. We're going to see if we can reject here, come back down to point of control of today. If not, and we surge and we go and make new highs, then so be it. Again, very small position in the market. So it's like a
All right, then.
very small.
It's time for us to say goodbye.
You're going to get ready to eat your cookie.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Yeah.
And it stops me out. Okay, I'm just gonna keep giving you update.
I just watched that on the screen.
What a stream! What a stream we have.
Hey.
Ending it at a stop out. Okay. I was about to say on a good note, but on a bad note, we have to end the stream.
Yeah, my cable and euro is still in, but if gold's going to take off, then probably the same situation will happen to me. But we'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Cool.
All right then. See you guys tomorrow, and make sure to join us on the Wednesday,
Yes.
a day where we reveal something which we are cooking for a long time. So see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to take care of your trading accounts, and yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Bye bye.